Welcome Green Corner AU. Today we discuss about benefits of urban gardening. Urban gardening is transforming city living, offering a refreshing escape from the concrete jungle and empowering individuals to take control of their food sources. As urban areas grow denser and outdoor space becomes scarce, more people are turning to creative gardening solutions that fit balconies, rooftops, and even windowsills. The benefits extend far beyond simply growing your own food. Urban gardening provides a hands-on way to reconnect with nature, fostering a sense of calm and accomplishment. Studies have shown that tending to plants can reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance overall mental well-being. One of the most exciting aspects of urban gardening is its potential to reduce your carbon footprint. By growing food locally, you cut down on the energy used for transportation and packaging, and you can choose eco-friendly methods to nurture your plants. This not only benefits the environment, but also ensures that you enjoy fresher, more nutritious produce. For those with limited space, multi-level gardening systems offer an ingenious solution. Vertical planters, stacked pots, and shelving units allow you to cultivate a variety of herbs, vegetables, and flowers in a compact area. By thinking upwards instead of outwards, you can dramatically increase your growing capacity without sacrificing precious living space. Hydroponics takes urban gardening to the next level. This soil-free method uses nutrient-rich water to grow plants efficiently, making it ideal for small spaces. Hydroponic systems can be set up indoors or outdoors, and they often yield faster growth and higher productivity compared to traditional methods. With hydroponics, you can enjoy a continuous harvest of leafy greens, tomatoes, and even strawberries all year round. Embracing urban gardening, including hydroponic options, means healthier food, a greener city, and a more mindful lifestyle, right at your fingertips, no matter where you live.
Next is planning and designing a garden in urban area. Transforming an urban space into a lush, productive multi-level garden is an exciting venture, especially with the integration of hydroponic systems. The journey begins with a crucial step: choosing the right location. In a city environment, every square foot counts, so it's essential to assess sunlight exposure throughout the day. Observe how the sun moves across your chosen area, taking note of any shadows cast by nearby buildings or trees. Ideally, your garden should receive at least 6 hours of direct sunlight, particularly if you plan to grow fruiting vegetables or herbs. Water access is another key factor. Having a reliable source nearby will make maintaining your hydroponic setup much easier. Don't forget aesthetics. A thoughtfully designed garden can become a beautiful focal point, enhancing your living space while providing fresh produce. Once you've selected the perfect spot, it's time to envision your multi-level garden. Begin by sketching out your ideas, mapping out how you'll use vertical space to maximize your growing area. Consider installing shelves against walls, building raised beds at different heights, or incorporating vertical planters that allow you to grow upwards rather than outwards. This approach not only saves space but also creates visual interest, transforming a flat surface into a dynamic layered landscape. As you design, allocate specific areas for hydroponic systems, perhaps a row of vertical towers along a sunny wall, or a series of nutrient film technique channels cascading down a staircase. By planning for these elements from the start, you'll ensure a seamless integration of soil-based and hydroponic gardening. Choosing the right plants is the next pivotal step. Start by considering your local climate and the microclimates within your chosen space. Some areas may be warmer or cooler, sunnier or shadier, depending on their orientation and surrounding structures. Factor in your available space and the yields you hope to achieve. A diverse mix of vegetables, herbs, and flowering plants can provide both functionality and beauty. For the hydroponic sections, research which plants thrive in soilless environments. Leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and basil are popular choices, as are compact fruiting plants like strawberries and cherry tomatoes. Select varieties that are well suited to your specific setup. whether you're using deep water culture, nutrient film technique, or aeroponics. Mixing different plant types not only enhances the visual appeal of your garden, but also supports biodiversity and can help deter pests. Integrating hydroponics into your multi-level garden opens up a world of possibilities. Each system has its own advantages and considerations. Deep water culture is relatively simple and great for beginners, allowing plant roots to dangle in oxygenated, nutrient-rich water. Nutrient film technique uses a thin film of water and nutrients flowing through channels, making it ideal for leafy greens and herbs, especially in vertical arrangements. Aeroponics, where roots are suspended in air and misted with nutrients, offers high efficiency, but requires a bit more technical know-how. As you explore these options, think about the space each system requires and how it will fit into your overall design. Position hydroponic setups where they'll receive optimal light and be easily accessible for maintenance. Efficient water and nutrient delivery is the backbone of any successful hydroponic garden. Plan dedicated zones for water tanks, pumps, and nutrient reservoirs, ensuring they're conveniently located for refilling and monitoring. Conceal these components within the structure of your garden, perhaps beneath raised beds or behind decorative panels, to maintain a clean and organized appearance. Set up automated timers and sensors if possible, to streamline irrigation and keep your plants thriving with minimal effort. By thoughtfully planning each aspect, from location and design to plant selection and system integration, you can create a vibrant, productive, multi-level urban garden that harnesses the power of hydroponics, turning even the smallest city space into a green oasis.
Now we move on the materials and construction for building a multi-level urban garden. Creating a multi-level urban garden that incorporates both traditional soil-based planting and advanced hydroponic systems is an exciting way to maximize green space in the city. Whether you are working with a small balcony, a rooftop, or a sunny wall, this approach allows you to grow a diverse range of plants efficiently, even in limited areas. Let's break down the materials and construction steps you'll need to build a sturdy, productive, and visually appealing multi-level urban garden. First, gather all essential materials before you begin construction. For the frame, select sturdy wood such as cedar or treated pine, or opt for metal like galvanized steel or aluminum for added durability and weather resistance. These materials will provide the backbone for your garden, supporting the weight of soil, plants, and water. To line your raised beds and planters, use soil-proof fabric or heavy-duty landscape liner. This will prevent soil from escaping while allowing excess water to drain, protecting both your plants and the structure itself. For drainage, gather gravel, expanded clay pellets, or similar materials to ensure roots stay healthy and prevent waterlogging. Mounting brackets and hardware, preferably corrosion-resistant, are crucial for stability, especially as you add multiple levels and hydroponic units. Finally, for the hydroponic components, you'll need grow lights for supplemental lighting, submersible pumps, nutrient reservoirs, tubing, and the hydroponic system of your choice, such as deep water culture, DWC buckets, or nutrient film technique, NFT channels. Begin by constructing the base structure. This foundation must be strong and level to support the weight of the entire garden, including water-filled hydroponic systems. Start by measuring your available space and cutting your frame material to size. Assemble a rectangular base using screws or bolts, reinforcing the corners with metal brackets for added strength. If you're placing your garden on a rooftop or balcony, use rubber pads or protective feet to distribute weight evenly and prevent damage to the surface below. Double-check that the base is level using a carpenter's level. An uneven foundation can cause instability and water flow issues in hydroponic systems. With the base in place, begin assembling the levels. Decide how many tiers you want, keeping in mind the height and reachability for easy maintenance. Attach vertical supports to the corners of the base, then secure horizontal beams at each desired height using heavy-duty brackets. For each level, install shelves or raised beds, lining them with soil-proof fabric and adding your chosen drainage material. Make sure each level is securely anchored to the supports, and check that the weight is evenly distributed to prevent tipping. Leave adequate space between levels for plant growth, light penetration, and access to hydroponic units. If you plan to mount hydroponic towers or channels, reinforce the frame at those points to handle the additional load. Now, focus on constructing your hydroponic systems. For a deep water culture (DWC) setup, install sturdy platforms or brackets to hold water-filled buckets or tubs. Each container should have a lid fitted with net pots for your plants and an air pump with air stones to oxygenate the water. Position the nutrient reservoir below or beside the system for easy access, and run tubing from the pump to each container. If you prefer a nutrient film technique, NFT system, mount sloped channels or pipes on one or more levels of your garden. These channels should be slightly tilted to allow nutrient solution to flow gently over the plant roots and drain back into the reservoir. Secure the channels with brackets and connect a submersible pump to circulate the nutrient solution. Install grow lights above hydroponic sections if natural sunlight is insufficient, ensuring even coverage. Finally, test all systems for leaks, stability, and proper operation. Fill the soil beds and planters, add your plants, and monitor water flow in the hydroponic components. With careful planning and sturdy construction, your multi-level urban garden will thrive, providing fresh produce and a lush green retreat in the heart of the city.
We will talk about planting and maintaining your multi-level urban garden, including hydroponics. Before start a new part of this theme, please give us a like and subscribe the channel for more. Transforming a small urban space into a flourishing multi-level garden is both an art and a science. Whether you're working with traditional soil beds or venturing into the world of hydroponics, setting up your garden for success begins with careful preparation and ongoing attentive care. To start, preparing your soil is the foundation for healthy, vibrant plants. Begin by selecting high-quality compost, which adds vital organic matter, improving soil structure and water retention. Mix in a balanced fertilizer, tailored to the specific needs of your chosen plants. For leafy greens, a nitrogen-rich fertilizer encourages lush growth, while flowering vegetables like tomatoes benefit from a blend higher in phosphorus and potassium. Work these amendments into the top layer of soil, ensuring even distribution. This creates a nutrient-rich environment that supports robust root development and vigorous plant health. If you're adding hydroponics to your urban garden, the setup process is equally important. Choose a system that fits your space: vertical towers, nutrient film technique, or simple deep water culture setups are all excellent options for limited areas. Assemble your system according to the manufacturer's instructions, ensuring all components are clean and secure. Fill your reservoir with fresh water and add a hydroponic nutrient solution, carefully following the recommended concentrations. This solution will provide all the essential minerals your plants need, delivered directly to their roots for maximum efficiency. With your growing mediums ready, it's time to plant. For soil beds, gently loosen the earth and dig holes at the correct depth for each species. Leafy greens like lettuce and spinach need only shallow planting, while root vegetables such as carrots require deeper holes. Pay close attention to spacing. Overcrowding can hinder growth and increase susceptibility to disease. In hydroponic systems, insert seedlings into net pots filled with an inert medium like clay pellets or rock wool. Ensure roots make good contact with the moist medium, but avoid submerging the stem to prevent rot. proper spacing in hydroponics is just as crucial. Follow guidelines for each plant type to allow for healthy air circulation and light exposure. Watering is the lifeblood of any garden, but the needs of soil-based and hydroponic plants differ. For soil beds, develop a regular watering schedule based on the season and the specific requirements of your plants. Early morning is ideal, reducing evaporation and giving plants time to absorb moisture before the heat of the day. Use a soaker hose or watering can to deliver water directly to the roots, avoiding wetting the leaves to minimize disease risk. In hydroponics, the system itself circulates water and nutrients, but it's important to check that pumps and timers are functioning correctly. Top off the reservoir as needed, and replace the nutrient solution every 2 to 3 weeks to prevent imbalances or buildup. Maintaining a healthy garden also means protecting your plants from pests and diseases. Regularly inspect leaves and stems for signs of trouble. Yellowing, spots, or holes may indicate an issue. Remove affected leaves promptly and consider introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs to control pests naturally. Keep your hydroponic system clean, wiping down surfaces and sterilizing tools to prevent algae and bacterial growth. Monitoring your hydroponic system is an ongoing task. Check water levels daily, ensuring roots are always in contact with the nutrient solution. Use a pH meter to keep the solution within the optimal range for your crops, typically between 5.5 and 6.5. Test nutrient concentrations regularly, adjusting as plants grow and their needs change. These small efforts pay off in healthier, more productive plants. At last, the reward for your care and diligence arrives. Harvest time. Gently pick ripe tomatoes, crisp lettuce, fragrant herbs, and vibrant flowers, savoring the freshness and flavor that only a homegrown garden can provide. Whether your bounty comes from rich soil or a modern hydroponic system, each harvest is a testament to your dedication and the possibilities of urban gardening. With thoughtful preparation and attentive maintenance, your multi-level garden will continue to thrive season after season.
Lastly, harvesting and enjoying your results. There's a unique sense of satisfaction that comes from stepping out onto your balcony, rooftop, or small backyard, and being greeted by a lush tapestry of green. In a multi-level urban garden, every square foot is alive with possibility. From the rich, earthy beds of traditional soil-based planters to the sleek, water-fed columns of hydroponic systems, you've created a living ecosystem that thrives above the city's concrete sprawl. Now, as the sun warms your garden, it's time to reap the rewards of your hard work. Harvesting begins with observation. You notice the deep red blush of tomatoes peeking through leafy vines, their plump forms ready to be gently twisted from the stem. Crisp lettuce heads, grown in your hydroponic towers, are bursting with vitality, their leaves cool and unblemished. Basil and mint, their fragrance intensified by the morning air, await a careful snip above the nodes to encourage fresh growth. Even the peppers, vivid green, yellow, and red, hang like ornaments, signaling their readiness with a subtle give when touched. You move methodically, basket in hand, harvesting produce at its peak. In the soil beds, you dig for carrots, brushing away the earth to reveal their vibrant orange roots. Strawberries, nestled in hanging pockets, are plucked before the birds can claim them. From the hydroponic channels, you cut bunches of kale and chard, their leaves free of soil and remarkably crisp. Each harvest is a testament to the diversity and abundance your urban garden provides, a mix of textures, colors, and flavors that rivals any market display. The joy of homegrown food is amplified when shared. Inviting friends and family to join in the harvest transforms the experience into a celebration. Children marvel at the way lettuce grows without dirt, their hands eager to help. Adults, some skeptical at first, are surprised by the taste of a sun-warmed tomato or the crunch of a freshly picked cucumber. conversations bloom about sustainability, food security, and the simple pleasures of nurturing life from seed to table. You encourage your guests to taste the difference, to feel the connection between their food and its source. Some are inspired to start their own small gardens, perhaps a pot of herbs on a windowsill or a compact hydroponic kit in the kitchen. The ripple effect of your urban garden spreads, fostering a community of growers who value freshness, flavor, and self-reliance. With baskets full, you turn your attention to the kitchen, where the real creativity begins. The day's harvest inspires an array of dishes, a vibrant salad of hydroponic greens, tomatoes, and peppers, drizzled with olive oil and a sprinkle of salt. A pesto made from basil and mint, blended with garlic and nuts. Roasted root vegetables, their sweetness intensified by the oven's heat. You experiment with pickling cucumbers and peppers, preserving their crunch and flavor for the months ahead. Jams and compotes from strawberries and other fruits capture the essence of summer, ready to be enjoyed long after the season ends. When the harvest exceeds your needs, you find joy in sharing with neighbors and local food banks. A basket of fresh greens or a jar of homemade jam becomes a gesture of goodwill, strengthening bonds within your community. Through these acts, your urban garden becomes more than a personal sanctuary. It becomes a catalyst for connection, education, and generosity. In the end, the bounty of your multi-level urban garden is measured not just in pounds of produce, but in the experiences it cultivates. From the thrill of harvest to the delight of sharing a meal, you discover that the true abundance lies in the relationships you nurture with your plants, your loved ones, and your city itself. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. See you again.